That is absolutely right. So what it makes people who would otherwise be moral, they become immoral. That is because if you don't participate in the legalized theft, you're going to wind up holding the brown end of the stick, if you get what I mean.
Wow. Amazing. Sir, I mean, you've been around a while. You've made a lot of predictions I've seen come true. What do you see happening with Obama with this false hope? He knows government health care isn't going to work. He knows trillions spent is just going to, down the road, make things even worse. I mean, I guess the special interests want all this money, and they're the ones that put him in office. Yeah. But how do you see this ending with Barack Obama and all these people that followed him and believe he's really going to give them a free house, give them a free car? You know, the people you see on TV saying all my problems are solved because Obama.
You know, I don't know what to I don't know what to predict. But however, the current state of affairs is unsustainable. I mean, just one aspect. Forget about the health care and all this other spending. It turns out that the unfunded liability of Social Security and Medicare is $101 trillion. Now, what that means when I say unfunded liability, and even the Social Security Administration's report, they say it's unfunded liability, this huge $101 trillion. What that means is that in order for Congress to make good on the promises it's already made to people who are living today in terms of Medicare and Social Security, they would have to put trillions of dollars in the bank today, earning at least a 6% rate of interest in order to make good for it. And this is not going. They're not going to do that. And according to some estimates, such as the National Center for Policy Analysis in Dallas, Texas, they point out that by 2040, I believe something like, given the current state of affairs, if it continues the way it's going now, that 80% of the federal budget will be spent on Social Security and Medicare.
Amazing. 80%. Let's talk more about that in our final segment with Walter E. Williams, waltereWilliams.com. He is our guest. I hope he'll come back again with us soon. I want to talk to him about GM. Not only is there a bailout of GM, but the bailout money under World Trade Organization rules, part of it has to go overseas, so we're paying to ship it to China and Brazil and Europe. Stay with us. Walter E. Williams is our guest. We had a bizarre power outage here in the studio. We're on backup. We'll see if we can stay on the air here together. Mr. Williams, continuing, GM, the trillions to the banks, and the government's now saying they're just going to expand and intensify all of this. Are they going to just continue to dump money on this until they completely destroy us, or how do you see this unfolding?
Well, I don't know. I think a lot of things that they're doing is unsustainable, but I think that the whole idea about Detroit and GM and other companies going bankrupt, I think that people don't quite understand what bankruptcy means. If they did, I don't think they would let government get away with what they're doing. That is, it's almost when you hear people talk, if an airline goes bankrupt,